Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're talking to all you talented folks building amazing games in UEFN and Fortnite Creative.
Yeah, specifically about something many creators face, getting your work seen on YouTube.
Exactly. Maybe you're putting out great stuff, but the audience growth feels kind of stuck, like you're not getting the eyeballs your creations really deserve. It can be pretty disheartening.
It really can.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much cool innovation happening in UAFN and Fortnite Creative right now.
Mm.
But yeah, getting noticed on a platform like YouTube, that takes more than just a good game. It takes, well, a strategy.
You need to connect with the players who are actually going to love what you've built.
Precisely.
And that is exactly what we're aiming for today. We want to give you some, actionable strategies, real things you can do to market your games on YouTube and start building that community.
We've looked at quite a bit, insights from YouTube growth experts, stuff on game analytics, marketing trends, trying to pull out the really useful bits for you.
So if you're feeling that frustration, low views, wondering if anyone's seeing your hard work, hang in there.
You're definitely not alone in that. We hope to give you some practical steps, maybe a little encouragement too, to help you get some traction.
Okay, let's dive right in then. Where do we start? Foundational stuff first.
Absolutely. Step one, before anything else, is understanding where you are right now. And that means getting comfortable with your YouTube analytics.
Right, looking at the data.
Yeah, you got to look at the data. There's this great point from a video about mistakes small gaming channels make you need to regularly review your analytics, say the last 30, 60, 90 days.
Okay.
Think of it like your Intel report, what's actually landing with the viewers you already have.
Makes sense. So not just which videos get the most views.
Well, views are important, yeah, but maybe even more important is figuring out which videos are turning those casual viewers into actual subscribers.
Ah, okay. The conversion piece.
Exactly. Because your past successes, they kind of hold the key, the blueprint for what you should do next. Your analytics are like a map showing you what your audience values.
So once you find those winners, what then?
Well, the strategy becomes pretty clear, doesn't it? You double down.
Double down.
Yeah. If a certain kind of tutorial or maybe a specific style of commentary is getting good results, make more of that. Refine it, but stick within your channel's niche.
They mentioned an example. JT Plays had success with PlayStation Platinum guides. But when they tried doing broader Let's Plays, the audience didn't really follow.
And that's a perfect illustration.
Yeah.
It shows the risk, of moving too far away from what your viewers signed up for, what they've shown they like.
Okay, so this links into something you mentioned earlier, game analytics.
Yeah, so Anders Draken's work talks about game analytics as like finding patterns in data to solve problems and improve performance within a game.
Right.
But think about it analyzing your YouTube data. That is game analytics, but for your content. You're looking for patterns in viewer behavior. What keeps them watching? What makes them hit subscribe?
So you're improving your channel's performance based on viewer data.
Exactly. It's like business intelligence, but for your YouTube channel.
Turning raw numbers, watch time, click-throughs into actual insights you can use.
Right, so you can make smarter decisions about your next video.
Okay, but let's say you are doing that. You're building on your wins, but growth still feels slow. There was a point in one source about maybe overestimating video quality.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. The Midnight Man video mentioned that. Sometimes creators think their quality is higher than it appears, maybe, if the growth isn't happening.
Tough pill to swallow, maybe.
It can be. But the point isn't just chasing some vague idea of high quality. It's more about fostering organic growth, really connecting with the people interested in your specific UAFN or Fortnite creative games.
Building that community, not just broadcasting.
Exactly. It's about genuine connection with players who are already in your world, playing your maps.
And you could even start that connection inside the game, right? Chatting with players about the map they're playing.
It's such a natural way to do it. And yeah, like Midnight Man suggested, those chats can even lead to collaborations later on.
Makes sense. What about showing your face? Is that important?
Well, it depends on the content, obviously.
Huh.
But the advice often suggests that not showing your face can sometimes hold you back a bit.
People connect with people.
Right. They like to see the person behind the channel, builds trust, relatability, lets your personality come through alongside your awesome maps.
Okay. So beyond just straight gameplay, what other kinds of content help build that strong community?
Paige Donahue had some really good points on this. She emphasizes that YouTube is fundamentally about connecting with fans who share your interests.
Building relationships around that shared passion.
Exactly. And one practical tip she gave was using YouTube posts. Share behind-the-scenes stuff, maybe photos.
Oh, interesting. Like sneak peeks.
Yeah. build anticipation for your next video.
Yeah.
And she actually noted viewers often like that less polished, more casual content in posts.
Shows authenticity.
Right. And she also talked about live streaming. Huge potential there for deepening connections without needing tons of editing.
What kind of streams?
Things like Q&As, maybe streaming with other creators, doing live tutorials where you interact, or even just casual chats with your audience.
That's it, interactive.
Very. And she suggested using things like inside jokes, maybe traditions or catchphrases during streams.
To build that in-group feeling.
Yeah, it makes your regulars feel like part of a club. There's also a neat trick called live redirect.
What's that?
You can send viewers straight from your live stream to a new video premiere. Builds hype and gets eyes on your new content immediately.
Smart. Okay, so we've got analytics, we've got engaging content, community building, but how do people find you? Marketing basics, YouTube SEO.
Exactly. That understanding of what your audience likes, that feeds right into your marketing. And yeah, YouTube SEO is a big piece of the puzzle.
Now, the sources didn't explicitly say use these SEO tactics, but it was implied, right? Like analyzing your successful videos.
Totally implied. Those videos that did well, they probably had effective titles, descriptions, tags. You can kind of reverse engineer your own success.
Look at the keywords they used.
Right. What terms are in the titles, the descriptions? You optimize your new videos using similar relevant keywords so YouTube knows what your video's about and who to show it to.
And engaging with comments, being active, that helps too, right? From a marketing perspective.
Definitely. It shows you're invested, builds more interaction, which the algorithm likes. And yeah, good thumbnails are crucial too, even if not detailed heavily in the sources. Got to get that click.
Makes sense. An active community kind of markets itself in a way.
It really does. Loyal fans share, they recommend. It expands your reach organically.
Okay, let's zoom in on Fortnite creators specifically. What can we pull out for them, even without a dedicated playbook in our sources?
Well, the ultimate UEFN guide really nails the foundation. Create high-quality, captivating content in UAF and Fortnite Creative.
That's the core. Your game or map has to be good.
It has to be. That's what attracts and keeps a loyal following. If your stuff is genuinely engaging, people will want more.
And the guide mentioned mastering UAF itself is a big plus.
Yeah, building really impressive, innovative stuff, that gets noticed. Players appreciate the skill and effort, builds a dedicated base.
What else? Networking? Collaborations?
Also mentioned in the UAFN guide, connecting with other Fortnite creators, maybe showcasing each other's maps. That's a powerful way to reach new relevant audiences.
And that tutorial about getting a map feature-worthy.
Yeah.
That's like the gold standard.
It's aspirational, sure, but it highlights the goal, makes stuff that's high caliber, engaging, something that stands out. Feature-worthy maps are inherently more marketable.
Got it. Now, hashtags, important for discovery, right? Even if we don't have a perfect list.
Crucial. Think about what players search for. You need the basics, obviously.
Like hashtag UEFN, hashtag Fortnite Creative.
Definitely. Then get specific. What kind of map is it? Hashtag survival, hashtag racing, hashtag puzzle. Use those genre tags.
And tags related to the video itself.
Absolutely. Hashtag tutorial, hashtag gameplay, hashtag showcase, whatever fits. Maybe sprinkle in some broader hashtag gaming tags. But keep the core focus tight on UFN and Fortnite.
Okay. Now, a really important point, especially from that Midnight Man video. Consistency and patience.
Oh yeah, this is huge. Growth takes time. You got to be consistent with uploads and always be trying to improve your quality.
It's easy to get discouraged with low views early on.
Super easy.
Yeah.
But he made a great point, even getting close to 1,000 views. That puts you ahead of a lot of other channels. It's a marathon.
So just keep going, keep uploading, keep learning, keep improving.
That's the message. It can get better with persistence.
All right, let's widen the lens a bit. Any broader marketing ideas we can borrow, like from that GDC Vault talk?
Yeah, the performance marketing one, it's game-focused, sure, talking metrics like D1, D7 retention.
Player retention in games, how does that apply here?
Well, think about YouTube retention. Are viewers coming back, watching more videos, subscribing? That's your retention metric. Are you holding their interest?
Makes sense. They also mentioned buyer percent as a quality measure. What's the YouTube equivalent?
You could maybe think of it as the percentage of viewers who become really engaged community members. You know, commenting, joining discussions, consistently showing up.
Okay. And Forbes mentioned the creator economy growing.
Right. And as a UEFN or Fortnite creator on YouTube, you are right in the middle of that growing space.
And AI, Forbes mentioned it for game dev, but maybe tools for creators too down the line.
It's plausible. AI tools for editing, maybe optimizing content. Definitely something to keep an eye on as it develops.
And that GDC talk reminded us gaming is global.
Huge potential reach.
Yeah.
Your YouTube channel can connect with Fortnite players all over the world. Maybe think about subtitles later if you grow internationally.
Okay, wow. Lots to unpack there. So, quick recap. Analyze your data first.
Create engaging content that builds community.
Use basic YouTube SEO, good hashtags.
Be consistent. Be patient.
And keep those broader marketing ideas in mind.
Exactly. So now for something practical you can do, an action item.
Okay, let's hear it.
We want you to go look at your YouTube analytics, specifically the last 90 days.
Got it.
Find the single video that performed the best, both in terms of views and in terms of how many subscribers it brought in. Nail down that one top performer.
Okay, find the MVP video. Then what?
Then, your action item is to brainstorm 3 brand new video ideas that are directly inspired by that successful video.
Building on what worked.
Exactly. Really think, why did that one resonate? Was it the topic, the format, your energy, a specific UEFN mechanic you showcased? Figure out the magic ingredients.
And cook up 3 more videos using those ingredients.
That's the plan.
All right. And finally, maybe a thought to leave everyone with.
Yeah, just remember this. Every single view you get, even if it feels small, that's a real person connecting with something you created, something you put your effort into.
That's a powerful way to think about it.
So based on everything we talked about today, ask yourself, what's one small change, one small adjustment you can make today to start building those connections more consistently? Keep trying things, keep learning, and definitely keep making those awesome new UEFN and Fortnite creative experiences.